Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to be playing a little game. Each of us will have 6 sets of 2 movies, one fake one and one real one. Not fake movies, but, movies that we don't want the other person to guess. We will read a summary that can pertain to either movie, and we'll have to have the person guess which of the movie we mean.
Okay, and now first up we have Finding Nemo, or Taken. This is the summary that I wrote. A father who deeply loves his child and their child ends up getting kidnapped is now forced to work with another person on this journey to rescue their child from a person who is known to have killed before and ultimately ends up saving their child. It can either be Taken or Finding Nemo. One, family friendly. One, not so much.
Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards Taken over here because I know in Finding Nemo, it's Marlin, right? I'm blanking on his name. Marlin sees Nemo get kidnapped by the boat, or by the butt, I guess, if we're going with our Finding Nemo lore. So I'm going to say Finding Nemo.
You are correct. It is Finding Nemo. I also did it because the person that Nemo is supposed to get adopted by has been known to kill multiple of her fish. So, you are correct. Yay. Okay.
So it was Finding Nemo.
Yes,
then.
it was Finding Nemo.
Okay, well, I was guessing a different one and then accidentally stumbled into that, but I'll take it.
You win!
I said the words.
You said it was Finding Nemo, so I believe that. Either way, it could be considered half points. Your turn to go over there.
Woo, I'm so excited.
Okay, and now I get to
All
be in
right.
the chair.
So my first one, we have Avatar and Pocahontas. So in this one, a man travels to a newly discovered world for mostly personal gain. He falls in love with a woman from the new world, and he has to help fight off his leader or commander who's trying to, take over, and becomes accepted into the new community at the end of the movie.
Well, I would say, John Smith is not accepted whatsoever into Pocahontas' community. We know that from Pocahontas 2, of the fact that he died. She marries a different person named John, and they like him better. So, yeah, he kind of doesn't get accepted also, so there's that. But I don't know if you know that, but either way, I'm going to go with Avatar because, that fits the summary better for that reason.
Yes, it is Avatar.
Okay.
I will say the tell was supposed to be that it talks about a man instead of talking about a woman, because Pocahontas kind of stars Pocahontas. So
True, but it's the man who's going to her
Yeah,
new
that's
world.
fair.
But I get the tell then. Yeah, okay.
all right.
My turn now. Okay. Now we have Matilda, or Carrie, a girl with magical powers who grows up being abused by her parents and even gets bullied in school, but gets help from a teacher who starts to help her gain confidence in herself, and she eventually ends up using her powers. I will not say for good or for evil purposes. She is able to leave the abusive situation by the end.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I have only ever seen Matilda. Twice actually. I have not seen Carrie. So I'm just gonna go with Matilda.
It was Carrie, and the trick of this was being able to leave, and also the fact that Matilda doesn't really gain any confidence. She just gets freedom. Carrie leaves the situation by dying. Spoiler, actually she's not dead. You see the hand reach out of the ground. Also, I've only seen Carrie, so I went with that one.
Well, I will say Matilda does get out of the situation.
Yeah, I know that she gets adopted.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how.
because I read the book, but didn't see the movie.
It's a pretty good movie. All right.
I will have to watch it.
Moving on to our
Next one.
next one. Next one, number 4, we have Ants versus A Bug's Life. 2 animated movies about ants that came out in same time span of a year. I think because one guy left Disney and went to DreamWorks. Well, an ordinary worker ant leaves his colony to find help from other insects, returns and is mistakenly identified as a hero, fights off the leader of the enemy of the colony, and inspires a revolution by all the other ants in the colony.
Okay. I have not seen Ants. I've only seen It's a Bug's Life. Issue is there could be multiple tells in this because I'm not sure if Ants deals with other bugs. I know It's a Bug's Life deals with other bugs because you can see Mr. Caterpillar up there, and I also know that they defeat the person who like is the evil Hornet. I'm gonna go with It's a Bug's Life because I know that like he does get mistaken for a hero in that as well.
It's a Bug's Life.
Yay!
I guess there are other bugs in Ants, although they are a lot less significant, like to the story. Like there are nowhere near as much like other characters. Like it's not he doesn't get a goofy troop of bug friends. So yeah.
Intriguing.
All right.
Up next, we have Star Wars or Harry Potter. An old bearded stranger comes to pick up the main character from their aunt and uncle's place because lives with his aunt and uncle, on a moisture farm. I don't get that, but then tells them they have magical powers and have to fight a great war to defeat an evil person that killed their parents. And with the help of a smart girl and a very bright boy, he does so, meaning he has two best friends.
All right. So I'm thinking because it describes smart girl and brave boy, I think it might be Harry Potter because they're in school. Also, I think that I don't really think you can say that the Empire directly killed Luke's parents. Like, not in the sense that Voldemort did, you know? Like,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Harry Potter.
You are correct. The tell was brave boy because I do not consider Han Solo brave. He is charismatic and kind of roguish. I wouldn't consider that bravery, and I know that is slander,
Some
and I am
disagreement by
sorry.
our camera people.
I am very sorry for that, but yes, you are correct. That's also how they were described in the books, for at least
I am
Hermione
being
and then
informed
Ron.
he came
So,
back.
Yay. Also, technically, Luke was told that Darth Vader killed his father and his mother, so they did kill him. So,
Yeah,
like, it
from a
counts.
certain point
From
of
a
view.
certain point, what is stated. So, certain point, yes, but like you are correct. So, huzzah.
Huzzah, indeed.
Indeed.
I think it's 2-3 right now.
Yes, I am currently winning.
No, wait, I've only done 2, so it's 2-2.
You've only done, no, you've done 3. I've done 2 so far. So you're at 2 and I'm at 2 currently. It's 2-2. Oh wait, you're right. Never mind.
2-2 right now.
2-2, my bad.
All right. So next one is Happy Feet versus Surf's Up. In this one, a penguin who participates in an unusual activity leaves his home and befriends a group of other birds, falls in love with another female penguin, and is eventually accepted by the other penguins.
Okay. I have not seen either of these since I was like 5 years old. So like, at a disadvantage. I do remember the fact that in Surf's Up, he does and things like the chicken and other stuff because surfing competition. And in Happy Feet, I really remember being terrified of like the elephant seals.
Oh, yeah.
That were just really weird. And I know that like there's also other types of penguins in Happy Feet. So, and you said birds. So, I'm gonna assume that it Surf's Up.
Unfortunately, it is Happy Feet.
Dang it! Okay.
I guess, you haven't seen this since you're 5. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Happy Feet since I was like, I
What
can't
was
remember.
the giveaway?
The giveaway was supposed to be that they're eventually accepted by the other penguins because in Happy Feet, our protagonist, whose name I forgot because honestly it's a pretty forgettable movie, he's not really accepted because instead of singing, which most penguins do, he tap dances, and they don't like that.
Yes, and then his
but at
child
the
ends up
end-
singing in the second one.
At the end, they're like, yeah, tap dancing is cool. In Surf's Up, they just kind of, he just surfs,
He surfs. He wins the competition and gets accepted by his parents and the rest of people because they're like, yeah, you're awesome. This is actually a cool sport. So he does get accepted for winning. If he didn't win, he wouldn't have been accepted.
Yeah, also, one more thing, I do want to say that I can't remember if it was exactly elephant seals, but I know there's a type of seal that eats penguins.
Yeah.
And like a researcher was like researching them, and the seal would just start bringing him dead penguins as a gift.
That's cute, but also terrifying.
Exactly. Well,
Also, the fact that elephant seals end up like the males are a lot larger than the women, so they sometimes just. It's very sad.
on to the next one, I guess, after that incredible fact.
Yes. We have Civil War or Batman versus Superman. There's a falling out. between the two main leads of these two cinematic universes, DC and Marvel. I prefer Marvel. But unrelated fact, because of one of their actions, either Age of Ultron and or the murderer of Zod, I hate that. Of which then, because of this clashing ideologies and former actions, the team break it up and then lead to government conflicts and evil government shenanigan-y stuff. And them ultimately fighting each other, and the teams never being the same again.
Yeah, okay, I just want to ask something. Does that say nefarious?
Yes,
Okay.
it does. I am
Sorry.
dyslexic, and Google said it was spelled correctly, or at least Grammarly said it was spelled correctly. It is not.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it might be Civil War because I don't think there was much of a team at that point in, like, teams in Batman versus Superman at that point. Like, I think there are just, like, 3 people in that movie. Like, there's Batman, there's Wonder Woman, somehow there's Superman.
It
I don't know what happens in that movie, man.
was Batman versus Superman. The nefarious government portion was supposed to be because Katniss and stuff, and I'm sorry. I consider the main 3 to be a team because all you need to be is a trio to be a team.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
Yeah, and also, like, I don't consider S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Sokovia Accords to really be that nefarious overall, because I like S.H.I.E.L.D. Also, watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a good show.
All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Moving on to our next one. Woo! Next one. Cars 3 versus Rocky 4. A very different tone in movies here. An old sports champion suffers through a devastating defeat, but decides to continue competing, ultimately facing off against his new rival in a high-stakes game.
Okay, this could go either way of the fact that, like, technically Lightning McQueen didn't lose yet. It was during the training montage that he keeps realizing that he's slower than them because he's old, which is also I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's like, yes, you're old now, even though it's only been like 5 years. You're just completely outdated and it's time to start teaching people stuff instead, which is very cute, but also not, because I want Lightning McQueen to be the fastest because he is speed. Exactly. I'm gonna go with Rocky 4 to be on it. Oh wait, no. Would that be Rocky 4? Okay. I'm just gonna guess it's Rocky 4.
Unfortunately, I intended it to be Cars 3.
Okay. So we're still tied at 2-2.
Still tied 2-2.
Lovely. I should have done Cars 2. I knew you. Have you even seen that movie?
I've seen like the last quarter.
Lovely.
I have not seen the first part, so.
I should have guessed based on that. Okay, my turn.
All right.
See if we can get another one correct. Okay. We have G-Force or Cats and Dogs. Both movies most people have not seen, but are childhood favorites of mine. An elite team of well-trained spy animals deal with a world-ending crisis, only to find out that they were betrayed by a member of their own team, and having to deal with this crisis and having to deal with the crisis of their own identities and overcoming said crisis to work together, and then ending up on getting a family in the end, or forming a family
Okay.
at the end of the movie.
Okay, I was kind of conflicted a bit because I remember seeing G-Force when I was a little kid.
Yes.
And I don't remember them like going to like a family in like a pet movie sense, or like. And I haven't seen Cats and Dog, obviously. So like, but I don't know. I think I do remember there was a betrayal in G-Force, so that's what I'm going to guess.
It's Cats and Dogs because the beagle returns to his parents. There's an evil dog agent that was leaking information to the cat. So like, there's that. The evil person in G-Force is a mole, literally a mole. The mole in the group was a mole.
Yeah, how did they not see that one coming?
I don't know. Also, like, it's lovely. He's a technical. technological genius. But yeah, the Beagle gets to go back with his little boy, and it's so cute, and they get a hug, and then the little evil cat gets put in a little Hannibal Lecter costume as his punishment for trying to like make everyone allergic to dogs, which is really stupid because there's a large population that already is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yee.
Oh no, allergy meds.
Oh
My
no,
one weakness.
you have to take Claritin. Okay.
All right. Ignoring that, next up we have number 10. We got Lego Movie or The Matrix. An ordinary man finds out his society and perception of reality are lies and sets off on a journey to free his world, fighting an army of AI and robots, gaining special powers, and defeating the rulers of his society.
Very nice. Okay. Emmett befriends the businessman and like defeats the Craggle in a way. It's just crazy glue. Also, I don't remember AI being a part of the Lego movie, so I'm going to go with The Matrix.
It is indeed The Matrix.
Yay.
Those are their two tells, so.
Yes, yay. Because he befriends him, and then the evil businessman is good in the end because he finds out he is the most special person. You are the most special person.
You are the most special.
Everyone is the most special person all at once.
She's the most special. I'm
He's
the most special.
Our camera people are the most special. Thank you.
Except that one, apparently.
Apparently, one of them doesn't want to be special.
All right, moving on to the
bad.
next one.
Okay. That's why I'm left out. We have Venom or Ratatouille, which is weird that they're kind of exactly the same because one is an alien symbiote and the other one's a rat. Okay, an unlikely friendship between two outcasts, one who has lost their home and another who is trying to just make it every day. Together, they're able to overcome adversity and rise up through the ranks. However, the powers that be will try to stop them from doing so because of a secret.
Okay, I am guessing that this is probably going to be Ratatouille because I don't remember like Eddie working through any ranks kind of in Venom. He's just kind of a journalist. He stays that. If anything, he kind of goes down because honestly, props to that movie for like showing that you don't have to be like most Hollywood movies are like, oh yeah, here's this really attractive person and they're supposed to be normal. And in this one, it's just like, hey, here's this like guy who like we've like given makeup specifically so that he's uglier.
Yeah, it was. Also, he didn't have to shower for some of it. Also, the lobster eating scene, complete improv. He's just like, I'm getting in that tank and eating a live lobster. So everyone freaking out was for real, and I love that fact. It was also Ratatouille. Other tell besides, Ranks was a secret because Linguini, yes, the child is named after a pasta, I think. Linguini. The secret is the fact that he is secretly the son of the restaurant owner that is now dead. Which was supposed to be a major plot point for the movie, but didn't actually get put into it, but is released within the DVD versions. My dad made me watch all of like the Disney secret stuff behind the scenes for all these movies, so I know a bunch of Disney lore.
Spoiler alert for a movie released in like 2007.
Yes, spoiler alert. Linguini is actually his son, and technically the rightful owner of the restaurant.
All right, well, on to our last one, which will determine the winner, as we both have 3 points.
Yes. Oh wait, that means we tie if I get this wrong.
Yeah, well,
okay.
And next one, number 12. A champion is forced out of his home to the southwestern United States, falls in love with a local woman, and seeks to regain his original fame and power.
Okay, well, Thor's the only one with actual, like, superpowers, because Mjolnir obviously has to become worthy. Lightning McQueen is a race car driver, so, like, power would be, like, winning the cup, which really isn't power. It'd be more like recognition, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with Thor on this one, because he does also fall in love with, and like, oh wait, no, you said fame though. Because like, Thor wasn't after fame at all in this. Okay, this might be hard. Okay, never mind. Scratch everything I have just said because I am bad at guessing things and because I also am very competitive. Because he's after fame. He isn't really after, he just wants his power and Mjolnir back because he's the mighty Thor and yada yada stuff, and then he doesn't become worthy because he was abusing his power.
Which one of them do you think each one ends up with at the end the least, you know?
The least?
Like, which one of them do you think
Okay.
gets both fame and power at the end?
Like, I would, like, Thor doesn't really get fame. He just becomes Thor again, which is cool. And, like, he later on becomes an Avenger, but that's, like, much later on. I'm just going to go with Lightning McQueen then. Okay, you're going to have said it was Thor, but he doesn't get fame until the next movie. He gets famous technically in front of the soldiers because of the fact that he defeats someone, which isn't actual fame.
Okay, well, it is Thor. I kind of interpreted fame as more of a, like, yeah, he'd probably be famous in, like, the town and just kind of a little bit
isn't,
famous
though.
in general for the fact that he's a Norse god. Like, I
He
feel
doesn't
like...
become famous till he becomes an Avenger.
Okay, look, we're... In a definition of the
okay,
word, he
okay.
does gain some fame.
In a definition of next movie, he becomes famous. Okay, if you have seen the Coulson version, which is on Disney Plus, watch it. They don't remember him. They're like, yeah, that one dude that was here who ate a lot of Pop-Tarts. They did not care whatsoever.
That's
about
fame in
him.
a sense. That is fame in a sense.
You are feigning innocence on the fact that the only one that gained fame from this was pretty much Cars. The townspeople did not care that that was a god. I'm not fighting my co-host. I would win that fight.
All right, well... okay.
I guess we...
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm receiving some news that Squid actually has a twin too.
Wow, they look so similar.
I know, right? Like, virtually identical.
Like, can you even tell them apart?
I don't even know. Like,
Well, that's all, folks, for this episode of Real Talk.
be sure to check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube page, UWEC TV 10.
That's all for now.
Keep it real.
Why are you still here? The show's over. Go home.